So
I know from me, I had my sexual ego basically shattered when I was like 18, 19 years old. Needed to happen, give it credit, because that actually was one of the best things that ever happened to me. And it was actually by an ex-girlfriend who I still keep in touch with. So she probably will see this episode. She knows the whole story. It was helpful. We ended up breaking. We were dating for a while. I was very insecure. I was the nice guy, bouncing back and forth. Finally ended up breaking up. We just stayed friends. I mean, we've been friends for years now. But I think you mentioned this in your podcast about it was either you or the woman you were talking to about how women discuss sex with other women in a way that men just do not at
yeah,
all whatsoever. And she made the mistake of saying something out loud to this guy during a date and it completely shut him down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
And it was something about how he was like, "Oh yeah, every girl that I sleep with has crazy orgasms." She's like, "What if they're faking it?" And he was like, "What? No, how dare no, absolutely not. I refuse." And then it just like ended up being the shittiest date ever.
yeah,
But I was in college. She was in college. She went to college way far away. We both were having some issues with our own current, spouses at the time. And she was pretty much on the verge of, ending it with the guy. And she had like she was on vacation or an internship somewhere. And she met with some guy. It was going to be like a quick fling, have some fun, no big deal. And I remember like the night she was going out, I was just like, yeah, just make sure let me know you're okay. Cause I like, it just makes me feel better to know that you're not going to get like kidnapped and your kidneys are going to get sold in the black market or something crazy like that. And she ended up calling me later on and she told me everything, and and she was like, that was like the absolute best sex I've ever had. And I was like, we used to have sex. Now I feel like a complete piece of crap right now.
oh,
But I'll never forget talking to her. It ended up being a catapult moment because a lot of it for a long time I was carrying a lot of pity, a lot of like mope. I want to be in better shape. I want to be, and just not doing anything about it. And that finally, like that night, I was like, I'm doing something. I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I'm buying protein powder. I'm going to start hit like I'm buying P90X and getting crazy good shape. I just needed to just break this old identity I had. It ended up catapulting my life in great ways from there. So I thank her for that. But I remember asking her, like, what was the secret? Like, what was the thing what did he have, just like the holy crap? Like, what was it exactly? Did he have some magic technique or something like that? I'll never forget this. She said, it's like, it felt like no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get close enough to me. And I've carried that for a year. I told other guys about this and they're like, dude, that was like a fucking magic bullet. Like, I don't know. Like, I just really made it feel like I really tried to just, with my girlfriend, my whatever it was, just like really trying to just let her know I want every inch of her, and she just fucking loved it. Holy
yeah,
yeah! But it was just there, right there is that idea of like, is it a matter of having a 12-foot dick, or is it something? No, like how present or how much are you paying attention to her? How much are you in the room with her versus off somewhere else right now? Because you can pick up on it. You notice it. Any guy that's ever had like dead fish sex with a woman knows the exact same feeling as a
yeah.
man that's not present, that she's picking up on you. You're off somewhere else right now. You're not really there right now.